Shiva had a son he did not know about, and that son grew up to become a demon so powerful that he conquered the three worlds. He defeated the gods, he imprisoned the celestials, and then he decided he wanted one more thing. He wanted Shiva's wife, his own mother. This is the story of Shiva and Andhaka, and it is one of the darkest, most psychologically complex stories in the Puranas. Let us start at the beginning, because the beginning is where the horror is planted. One day, Parvati, in a playful mood, comes up behind Shiva while he is meditating and covers his eyes with her hands. It is a game, a moment of intimacy between husband and wife. But when Parvati covers Shiva's eyes, something catastrophic happens. Shiva's eyes are not ordinary eyes. His two regular eyes represent the sun and the moon. They illuminate the universe. When Parvati blocks them, the universe is plunged into total darkness. And from the sweat that forms on Shiva's forehead in that moment of cosmic blackout, a child is born. But because it was conceived in darkness, the child is blind. His name is Andhaka. Andha means blind. Now here is where it gets complicated. Shiva and Parvati do not raise this child. There are different versions of why, but in most tellings, the blind child is given to the demon king Hiranyaksha, who is childless and asks Shiva for a boon, a son. Shiva gives him Andhaka. So Andhaka grows up in the demon realm. He does not know who his real parents are. He is raised as a demon prince. He trains as a warrior, and despite his blindness, he becomes extraordinarily powerful. Through intense penance and austerities, he gains boons from Brahma that make him nearly invincible. He conquers kingdom after kingdom. He defeats armies that no other demon could approach. He becomes the lord of the Asuras. And then someone tells him about Parvati. Someone describes to him the most beautiful woman in the universe, the wife of Shiva. And Andhaka, who has never seen beauty because he has never seen anything, becomes obsessed. He decides that he will have her. He marches his demon army to Mount Kailash. He challenges Shiva. And the war that follows is one of the most brutal in the Puranas. It lasts for hundreds of years. Andhaka's armies clash with Shiva's Ganas in battles that shake the foundations of reality. And Andhaka has a terrifying power. Every drop of his blood that touches the ground generates a new demon, a clone of himself, full-sized, full-powered, ready to fight. You cut him, and the wound spawns an army. The more you hurt him, the more of him there are. Shiva's forces are overwhelmed. The battlefield is filling with Andhakas, thousands of them, then millions. Every wound creates more enemies. It is an unwinnable war of attrition against a being who multiplies through damage. And this is when Shiva does something that shows the terrifying breadth of his power. He summons the Matrikas, fierce goddess warriors, aspects of divine feminine power. Chamunda, Varahi, Indrani, Maheshwari, Brahmani, Vaishnavi, Kaumari. Each one manifests on the battlefield, and their job is not to fight Andhaka. Their job is to drink his blood before it hits the ground. Every time Shiva strikes Andhaka, the Matrikas catch the blood in midair, consuming it before it can spawn new demons. It is a coordinated operation of divine surgical precision. Shiva wounds, the goddesses consume. No blood touches the earth. No new Andhakas are born. And slowly, the tide turns. But the killing blow is not what you would expect. Shiva does not simply destroy Andhaka. He impales him on his trident. He lifts Andhaka up on the three prongs of the Trishula and holds him there, suspended between earth and sky, for centuries. While Andhaka hangs on the trident, all the demonic energy slowly drains from his body. The poison of ego, the blindness of desire, the violence of entitlement, all of it leaches away over hundreds of years of suffering on those three prongs. And what is left when the demon is gone? is the original being. A blind child born from Shiva's sweat. A son who never knew his father. Andaka, purified by suffering, opens his spiritual eyes for the first time. He sees Shiva and recognizes him. He sees Parvati and understands who she really is. Not a prize to be won. His mother. And he falls at their feet, weeping. Shiva removes him from the trident. He heals his wounds. And then Shiva does something astonishing. He does not punish Andaka further. He does not banish him. He makes Andaka the leader of his ganas. The very forces that fought against Andaka for centuries now serve under him. The demon becomes the devotee. The invader becomes the guardian. The son comes home. This story operates on at least 3 levels. On the surface, it is a battle between God and demon, but underneath, it is a story about what happens when you do not know who you are. Andaka's blindness is not just physical. He is blind to his own nature. He does not know he is Shiva's son. He does not know that the woman he desires is his own mother. He does not know that the God he is fighting is his own father. His entire violent campaign is driven by ignorance of his own identity. And this is the human condition, is it not? We fight against the very forces that created us. We desire what is already ours. We war with God, not knowing that God is our parent and that the thing we are trying to steal has been freely given all along. Andaka is all of us, blind, powerful, driven by desire for something we do not understand, fighting a war we cannot win against an opponent we did not know was our own family. The trident is not punishment. It is intervention. It is a father doing the hardest thing any parent can do, holding their child in pain long enough for the madness to burn off, and then opening his arms and saying, "Welcome home."